Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cody. I'm joined on stage with my studio project partners, Angely and Jacob. And today we're going to present Water Resilience at UBC, an Emergency Water Distribution Action Guide. So we're going to take a look at the UBC campus context, our analysis and interpretation, our action guide, and our conclusions. So we would like to ask you one simple question. Could you imagine UBC without water? What do I mean by that? UBC gets most of its water from North Shore, specifically the Capilano and Cleveland dams. This water is piped through the Metro Vancouver water main network, and as we can see here on this map, the Point Grey Peninsula and by extension UBC is supplied by only one isolated water main. What if this water were to be disrupted, or if no water could flow? So let's take a look at the demographics. So as the previous group mentioned, there's a peak daytime population of 80,000 people with more on the way. The campus and its residents are different from a typical suburban neighborhood. Its dense residents are unfamiliar with the locality and mostly do not own private vehicles to carry large quantities of water. Therefore, a unique plan must be set for the campus setting. UBC Safety and Risk Services has a mass care plan to provide food, water, and shelter in the event of emergency, and our project aims to help address water provision. So let's look further into technical details with Jacob.
Thanks, Cody. We'll start by looking at regular water provision at UBC, which is about 300 liters per resident per day. If an emergency affecting the water supply begins, this will drop drastically, very quickly, and at the same time, the campus population would be expected to decrease as those who can would return home off campus. After about 72 hours, the amount of water delivered per person would be about 4 liters per day for the remaining population. And this would increase to about 10 liters per day about 1 week into the emergency. Looking at where water comes from and how it's distributed, well capacity being established at UBC is expected to be at about 500,000 liters per day, and this, on the surface, far exceeds the expected demand of 300,000 liters per day. But this involves a few assumptions. One is that water is distributed consistently 24/7, and another is that water demand is consistent throughout the day, which it's not. This means that water storage is critical to ensure that daily demand is met, that peak demands are met, and that equipment downtime doesn't result in water shortages. Starting to take a look at what the distribution system should look like, with limited car access and space constraints, this means that car-free water access needs to be prioritized, with convenient distribution locations near people's homes and direct delivery for those who need it. Now Angely will take us through the details of the distribution system.
Our action guide is structured around 3 main pillars: distribution sites, community and communications, and a consistent equity and accessibility lens. So, as discussed earlier, the proposed water distribution system is composed of a primary distribution center, secondary distribution points, and a direct delivery strategy. The primary distribution center is 1 or 2 central locations at UBC campus where water is sourced, either functioning infrastructure, alternative supply systems, or transported water. Secondary distribution points are designed to maximize access across the campus. These sites should be located to ensure that most community members can reach them within a short walking distance. And the direct delivery is essential for individuals who cannot access distribution sites or carry water independently. In these cases, water must be delivered directly to vulnerable populations. Community partnerships are essential to building social resilience. These organizations are not only beneficiaries of emergency response, but they're actually active partners in preparedness, communications, and recovery. Effective communications must be inclusive, accessible, consistent, and timely, reaching site responders, volunteers, and the broader UBC community. To achieve this, all messaging should be written in plain and multiple language and must be accessible for people with disabilities. And lastly, an equity and accessible lens must be embedded across all strategies. A clear, centralized, and accessible communication plays a key role in reducing pressure on distribution sites by minimizing confusion, repetitive inquiries, and misinformation.
Thank you, Angely. And to conclude, we're looking forward to sharing more on our recommendations with you at the poster presentation. And we thank you for sharing your time with us this afternoon.